Thank you. Ooh. I've only got Colleen, so you'll have to introduce the. I know one of the troublemakers you've got here. So, as long as it's green, you go for it. If it's green, press it till it is green.
Tēnā koutou katoa. My name is Colleen Phillip, this is David Guthrie, and this is Dr. Joyce Yeager. We're here to speak on behalf of Sustainable Ōtautahi Christchurch, or SOC for short. Ōtautahi Christchurch has a lot to be proud of. I was at a Birds NZ meeting recently on New Zealand scorp, papango, the little diving ducks we see on some of our rivers and waterways. They're sensitive to pollution and the health of waterways. I learned their numbers have declined nationwide, but that Christchurch is now a hotspot for them. This, I believe, shows that the visionary work begun a few decades ago by our council and communities to bring our waterways back from the brink is working. We have so much further to go. I know you will have had submissions from the Estuary Trust, the Opawahu Heathcote River Network, the Avon Otakaro River Network, the Styx Living Laboratory and others. We have the people, the passion and skills to do this. Councillors, please do not take your foot off this pedal. It's in working with the natural world, keeping going is as important as starting. You can lose gains quickly. Plus, if we all work together, we can make sure we get best value for every dollar spent. SOC believe we should be looking at leveraging off this work and off our beautiful city's existing assets more. The estuary, the rivers, harbour, hills, heritage buildings, and the wildlife park that has existed and been loved and nurtured by the people of Christchurch since the 1970s. Attracting tourists for low-impact, high-value experiences makes so much more sense to us than flying people in for brief stays for mega ephemeral events. The reputation and image of Ōtautahi Christchurch has been enhanced positively by the way we as a community have handled crisis and tragedy in recent years. With courage, resilience, care for others, loyalty to each other and our place, SOC would, as we believe many others in Christchurch would, be devastated if in the face of mundane, relative to those events, fiscal challenges, we swing wildly into a city at odds with those values. What citizen of this city wants as the image Christchurch sends to the world, a huge steel building rising in the middle of the city, costing hundreds of millions of dollars for human recreation at the same time as we lose Orana Wildlife Park, heritage buildings, have people attempting to sell our city's other major and important assets, and wanting to stop cycleways being built, when we know our window of opportunity to do something effective in the face of the climate catastrophe is closing fast. We acknowledge that for some of our city's citizens, sport is paramount, and the stadium is front and centre, and they may well call it beautiful. Also, SOC know it is not generally wise to delay infrastructure spending if it is infrastructure you want and need. Still, in a climate and biodiversity crisis, and when places like Orana Park are working hard to save species in the midst of a mass extinction event, we cannot show the world we will make sure to secure sport, but let so much else down. SOC strongly support continuing to build cycleways to complete our network as rapidly as possible. It is more effective to do it faster. We will gain more. We do not need gold-plated. Let's get creative, as indeed council staff have been with the work they've been doing recently. Please consider doing the Te Aratai connection anyway. It is all ready to go. Do we need a young person cycling on that 60k road to die or be seriously injured before we think it will be worth it? Surely not. The more people we have cycling because they want to do so for whatever reasons, and they feel they can do so safely, the better the driving experience will be for those who, for whatever reason, choose not to. This is a win-win for everyone. Public transport is also important. SOC urge Council to support ECAN with whatever infrastructure is needed to continue improvements to the bus services. We also thank you for your constructive role in the Greater Christchurch Partnership, which shows a level of goodwill amongst our region's councils and is supporting good future transport options. We can design and build a city for everyone. We must make sure that the loudest voices in moments of time, including those who are understandably distressed and temporarily drilling down into rates rises, do not drown out the repeated again and again through consultation after consultation, the preferences of the people of Christchurch to have a thriving environment, real action on climate change, to house, home and care for all our people, including the less advantaged, to consider the needs of the future generations who will want to call this place home, and to share this place successfully with all the non-human inhabitants, our wildlife, as we move further into this challenging era. Thank you so much.
Absolutely perfect timing. Thank you. Very well done. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you. I look forward to a lot more timber in the cathedral too.
Kate, please.